Welcome to Escambia Woodworking, where we're building a better tomorrow. In this episode, we're making a cutting board. Stay tuned.
For our cutting board, we will use walnut, cherry, and maple, but you can use any kind of hardwood you want. Now let's get started by cutting our boards to length.
We're cutting these boards to about 20 inches. We'll trim them again later.
Now we are going to cut our board into strips that are 1.5 inches wide.
We'll be cutting these 1.5-inch strips of walnut, maple, and cherry to create our cutting board. There's no rhyme or reason on how many strips you need. It's all about your preference and the design that you create.
Once you have your strip cut, go ahead and play around with the design. There is no right or wrong.
One of the greatest challenges we faced as we were making this cutting board is the fact that we don't own a jointer. There's a lot of different ways to edge your boards and place them side by side without a gap being in between. We use the planer in our method.
Now it's time to glue our strips together. Make sure you turn them on your side when you're ready to glue. Okay. Spread the glue out. Now we have to turn them over and clamp them together.
So we've had a chance to let our cutting board glue dry, and we've already taken the clamps off of it, and as you can see, it looks pretty rough. If you look closely enough, you can see that we put way too much glue on this, but that's okay. It's better to have too much glue than not enough glue. Now, the next step obviously is to get the glue off. You can do that with simply a putty knife. You can also use a sander, so there's a lot of different things. What we're going to do is knock off the big pieces with the putty knife. We're going to run it through the planer a few times and work on getting the top and the bottom of the board really smooth, flat, and then we'll come back with a sander and do various grips to get that real smooth to the touch feeling. So let's see what we got here.
If you don't own a planer, that's okay. The same work here can be done using a hand plane, just much more affordable, and can be picked up at almost any big box hardware store.
Alright, now we're going to take some 80 grit sandpaper. We're going to put it in the orbital sander here. And we're going to work on our cutting board just to continue to work it down smooth. we're going to move up and progress from 80 grit sandpaper to 120 grit sandpaper, all the way up to 220 for our cutting board.
Sand it down to get it extra smooth, and then we'll cut it down the side.
Hey, wait a minute. Don't forget your safety gear.
Oh!
It's always a good idea to wear a dust mask. Cut our cutting board down to the final length at this point. When we were cutting our strips, we actually made them a little bit longer than what we intended, and we did that on purpose because sometimes when you run a board through a planer, you end up getting what's called snipe. It's a little dip, if you would, or a groove, and you would towards the end of the board. So we accommodated ours a little bit longer so we could just cut it off. We're going to be making this cutting board about 16 inches long. You don't have to have a set dimension with the cutting board. It's really a lot about preference. So it's one of the great things about cutting boards. They give you a lot of freedom to be creative and do what you like. So let's get it trimmed down to size. For this one, we're going to take a round over bit. We're going to go over the edges of the cutting board. Since this is Anna's first time ever using a router, I'm going to go by and help her, and this is going to be a real hands-on approach. Anytime you're working with kids, just remember, patience, go slowly, and it's a learning experience, so have fun with it. You also want to make sure that you have what, Anna?
All your safety gear.
All your safety gear, including your dust mask, safety glasses, and ear protection. The louders are very loud. So, with that being said, what do you say we get started, Anna? Alright. So we're going to start on this side, and we're going to go around it. So you're going to have to reach over these clamps for right now, okay? Can you get up there? Alright. One of the things that you want to do is make sure that when you turn it on, you're not touching the wood with the router bit. Okay? So.
More sanding.
So here we go, more sanding. That's right, more sanding.
Alright, we've sanded with 3 different types of grit of sandpaper. We've used 80 grit, 120 grit, and 220 grit sandpaper. Now, when you're sanding, take your time. It's not the most exciting part of woodworking for sure, but it definitely pays off, especially when you start to put on the finish, which we're almost at that point. One thing that we're going to do before we get to putting the cutting bowl oil on is wiping all the dust off to make sure it's good and clean. We're going to take some hot water and we're going to pour it on there, and what that does is raise the grain a little bit to get that last extra smooth feel. Because if you don't, a lot of times people use a cutting board, they'll wash it, and when they do, the grain kind of sticks back up. So this helps make it a permanent smooth finish as we go through. So Anna, you want to do the honors and start to slowly pour some hot water on? Now spread that water out. Pour some over here too.
But once the water dries, it will look dull again.
You can definitely tell the difference as we have poured the water on it. The grain is not nearly as smooth as it was. I know the camera obviously won't show that, but you can definitely feel it. And we're going to go back and put a final sand on this before we put the mineral oil on. And the mineral oil is going to bring out the richness of this color when we get to that point.
This is the fun part. We get to put cutting board oil or any food safe finish on the cutting board. Now let's get started.
It'll just soak it in there. And you can notice the colors of the different types of wood really starting to show.
After putting several coats of mineral oil or cutting board oil on it, celebrate with an ice cold Sprite.
If you've enjoyed this video today, please show your support by liking and subscribing our channel, Escambia Woodworking, on YouTube.